Hi everyone, welcome back to SAP YouTube channel. In our last video, we tried to connect our SAP CAPM application to Generative AI Hub and we got few errors because of trial account limitations and all. But we understood that enterprise ready AI tools are not available in standard BTP trial environment. For that to work, we want both AI Hub and CAPM instance in the same global account, but it was not there. However, we did understood how it works in real time by going through one of blogs written by SAP AI architect. Today we are starting something new and something we can get hands-on for free. So we are diving into SAP Joule for developers. In this video, I'm going to tell you the exact steps to unlock a 30-day free trial that gives you access to actual SAP BTP ABAP environment with Joule fully activated. We are going to explore the official fusion development with ABAP Cloud in SAP Build workbook, and I'm going to cover one or two units in that in complete detail. Okay, before we jump into workbook, we need to talk about why, like, what was the brain behind SAP creating Joule for developers? Why are they thinking this way, and who actually needs to learn this, right? So let me give you a real world scenario. Like on an average, we know SAP ABAP developer spends about 2 to 3 hours just trying to understand a functional specification document or uh, reading through an old custom C program before they make any enhancements or writing new line of code, right? So because a small piece of code can break a critical business process such as supply chain or finance or HR or be it any. Uh, so previously, SAP developers wrote custom ABAP directly inside ACC core. So this resulted in thousands of Z programs custom code directly embedded inside our critical business process. So it becomes messy stuff to understand. And when we modify the core code, uh, we are responsible for it forever. Like SAP won't fix it for us. So when SAP releases an upgrade, this custom code breaks. Okay, so now companies has to spend months and millions just fixing this custom code to keep the system running. This is what we call it as a massive technical debt. Okay, so SAP is trying to stop this with a strategy called clean core. So they want companies to stop modifying the core and instead build modern cloud compliant extensions. So this strategy keeps the ERP stable and upgrade safe. Like all custom logic moves to SAP BTP as side-by-side extensions using APIs and events. So, but asking millions of traditional ABAP developers to suddenly change how they code is a massive challenge. That is why they came up with the SAP Joule for developers. This is not just like generic chatbot like ChatGPT. It is engineering specifically for ABAP excellence. Okay, it leverages SAP's proprietary ABAP large language model, which we seen earlier. So that was trained on incredibly 250 million lines of enterprise grade ABAP code. So that accelerates clean core adoptions. It helps developers understand legacy code faster. It can help to write compliant extensions and um, that results in massive business ROI, that is return on investment. So in the last slide we can see that the business ROI with SAP Joule for developers. So it uh, reduces overall development cost by 30 percentage. It brings a 20 percentage reduction in the time and effort required to write ABAP or Java code, and a 25 percentage reductions in the time needed to test that code because it generates unit tests and all. So also speed to market, these efficiency leads to an 4.4 percentage faster time to realized value, meaning the business can launch and benefit from new applications much faster. But if you're thinking that I'm on basis or security or any other technical developer, I don't care about ABAP, then you are wrong, because to be an AI ready developer in the SAP ecosystem, you have to understand the whole picture. When you are building a front end application on BTP, you have to talk to the backend ERP audit IPS and all that. You need to understand how the backend ABAP cloud architecture works, so your side-by-side extensions can seamlessly integrate. So Joule bridges that gap, making it easy for full stack developers to understand backend logic and for ABAPers to understand front-end logic. So this is the future of SAP development. So knowing this can bring so much of weightage to you, and you'll become the most valuable person in the room. All right, we have covered enough theory, so let's see how we can claim our free 30-day basic trial that includes SAP BTP ABAP Environment and Joule. So you just need to use this link to make use of that. I'll put this link in my blueprint notes. You just need to click on try now option here. It will be I think it will ask for business email, then you will get credentials over here and mail also. So you just need to click here to start your basic trial. It will ask for user password. Since I've already logged in, it is not asking. You just need to use this user ID and password. And here we can see SAP has given us access to several guided workbooks. So we have four different workbooks here. First one is SAP Build Basic Trial. So this is just a quick welcome to understand what this trial package contains and all, nothing much in it. And then we have create a Joule agent with Joule Studios. So this shows how to build an intelligent maintenance agent that can check material stock details and all. And then we have extend S4 HANA with SAP Build. So this focuses on BTP solutions to maintain a clean core while migrations. So then we have uh, Fusion development with ABAP Cloud in SAP Build. So this shows how to create ABAP Cloud projects directly from Build lobby and navigate to our ABAP development environment and all. So we will choose this one, Fusion development with ABAP Cloud, because as an technical consultant, we know that to build an agent to do a task, you need an working backend service to feed the data, right? AI is useless without enterprise data. So this workbook teaches us how to build the essential OData backend using the ABAP RESTful application programming model. So once we have our backend, then we can build agents on top of it. So we will select this. I'll just click on that, and then you can click on the start workbook option. So we have different units in that. So we are going to cover our first unit, which is SAP S4 HANA Extensibility model. So in this, the core concept here is SAP Build and Extensibility. Okay. So talking on extensions, SAP gives us two ways to build custom extensions. That is on stack extension and side by side extensions. Okay, so what is on stack extensions? This means you are writing code inside SAP is for be it public code or private cloud edition, or be it S4HANA. So you do this to adapt and extend standard SAP apps or create custom UI and full stack applications inside S4HANA, or you can create custom APIs also, but you must follow strict ABAP cloud rules here so that you don't break the system when we upgrade to new version or during our next software upgrade and all. And then we have side-by-side extensions. This means you are building your custom app completely outside the core ERP, that is in SAP BTP, Business Technology Platform. You do this to build a full stack apps or automate process and design digital workspaces and all without touching the ERP core code. So depending on our use cases and capabilities required, we can choose a flexible combination of on stack and side by side extensions and all. So then we have Fusion uh, development. Even this workbook name is Fusion development. So you might be having question that what does that mean? Like it means SAP Build is designed with collaboration in mind. Okay, it allows professionals, IT experts, developers who uses pro code, low code tools, and business users to all work together on a same platform to build solutions faster. So it bridges the gap between the business requirements and the technical code. You can see inside SAP Build, we have Fusion uh, team development as the first layer. I mean, as a top layer. So here you can see SAP Build apps and SAP Build code. These are low code, pro code tools, and then we have SAP Build process automation to help with automation processes, and then we have SAP Build work zone to design the digital workspaces and all, and then sitting right in the middle of this SAP Build is our intelligent co-pilot Joule. So this it leverages industry data, process knowledge, and customer data to understand our business needs. And also we have pre-built solutions also, which accelerates development with over 500 pre-built solutions for industry and business lines. So both SAP and partners contributes to this. And so that with this SAP Build, we can seamlessly integrate with critical business process uh, such as SCM or HR or finance and all. So that's what this um, Unit 1 says. So in this series, we are going to build a side-by-side extension. Okay, so we'll be using ABAP wrap model on BTP to create a custom application. Then we will enable integration by creating OData client proxies and all. So in simple English, we're just going to build an app on BTP that can trigger the creation of sales order inside SAP S/4HANA, and we can read product master data. Okay, moving to next unit, we need to set up our development environment. We know that ABAP developers use software called Eclipse to write the ABAP code and all, right? So we need to download Eclipse and set up our local environment. For that, there's a tutorial and Eclipse download page mentioned this blog. We just need to follow the exact steps. This is so basic. Okay, you just need to download Eclipse from this link. I have mentioned both the links in Blueprint, and you can find it also in this standard workbook, which is provided by SAP. Okay, so once you have downloaded, you just need to select some folder to launch this application. So this is how it looks, and select this workspace, and then you need to install ADT plugin, because whatever we have downloaded, that is for Java version, but we need ABAP, right? So we need to install this ADT plugin. So you just need to go to help option and install new software. Then you have to use this ADT URL. Enter this URL, select all the options you'll find here. So you'll get two other options. So I'll just show you. I've already done this. I'll just show for your reference. So just need to enter this and select all three, and then click on next. So once it is done, you just need to click on next again, accept all the terms, and then click on finish. I'm not going to click on finish as I've already done it. So once you click on finish, you will get one more option to select all and trust selected. You have to select all, and then you have to restart the Eclipse. So after doing all the steps, this is how it looks. Okay, so we have to select the perspective also, like we have to switch to ABAP perspective. We just need to go to window perspective, and then we have other perspective. uh, there we have to select ABAP. So I have already done that too. Just go to other here and select ABAP. So this is how the screen looks like, initial screen, and you can see that there is this Joule option also, which uh, got enabled. So we're gonna use this environment in our next video to connect to the cloud application and start continuing with this series. uh, I mean, before we wrap up, we'll just give an high level overview of the roadmap we will follow in this series. We'll follow these units step by step. Like today, we just covered unit one, that is SAP S/4HANA extensibility model. We learned about extensions, SAP Build and Fusion development. In Unit 2, we will set up our development environment by connecting Eclipse ADT we just installed to our newly activated SAP BTP cloud system. And then we have in Unit 3, we will be building the backend, we will use SAP Joule to help us generate an OData UI service using the ABAP wrap model. Then we will jump to SAP Build code and generate a Fury element front end to sit on top of our backend. Then we will develop custom APIs to call OData service living inside SAP S/4HANA Cloud, like sales order and product data. And we don't need S/4HANA system for this. Like SAP automatically provides pre-configured S/4HANA demo system in background of this trial, so we can fetch real sales order and product master data for free. So then we will explore resources to keep improving our ABAP cloud skills. So that's all for today. Like we covered a massive theory. Today we explore the deep business ROI of SAP Joule, and we decoded the clean core strategy. We successfully triggered our you know local Eclipse IDE environment also. If this video was helpful, please hit the like button, comment and subscribe to the channel. You can find description for the link to the trial page and the Eclipse downloads in my blueprint document. I will see you in the next video where we can connect our Eclipse ADT to the cloud and start generating code. Thank you so much for watching.